Welcome back, guys, to Neo Racing. This is the start of the new Project Cars 2 season. This is a variety championship, and off we go. Good start by everyone. We're in the Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo car, Red Bull Ring. As we go down to the first corner, Bidster in the lead from Neil. Everyone else battling through. Blakeney and Jamo side by side, so Stevie and Keith in the background. Bidster and Neil for first position as we head down towards the hairpin. Flapper and Blakeney close together, side by side. This will be a fun few corners as we go into the hairpin. I think Bidster's just ahead of Neil. There he is coming through sharp. Blakeney. A little outbreak to himself, little tap by Stevie, and the two team green cars together. As we come out the corner, we are in teams again this season. I'll run through the teams later on as we get into this race. You'll probably be able to tell by the colours anyway. As we come down towards the little corner at the bottom, Seek up the inside of Jamo, and Seek's gone round. Seek's gone round. There he is against the wall. So I'm looking here for Seek. We get a replay. There's a replay of what happened to Seek. So you watch the number 9 car there, Seek on the inside. Just turns in too sharply and exits stage right. That was what happened to Seek. As we come down now towards this next corner, and Flapper's gone round. Everyone avoiding him there. We'll get a replay on that as well. Here's a replay of what happened to Flying Flapper on lap 1 as we come round this long corner, and he just gets out of shape. Very lucky not to catch Stevie, and Blakeney as well. Everyone else doing a good job to avoid him, but that's what happened to Flying Flapper. Hectic first few corners as we watch now Keith coming through this. Tap from behind from Lillian, and Keith says, "Have that, sunshine. If you're going to be like that, then bang." Keith showing who's boss, but we'll get a replay on that as well. Here's a replay of what happened between Keith and Lil on the first lap. So into this left-hander, Keith runs a little bit wide. Lil tries to go up the inside, but then makes contact with Keith. Then Keith has no choice but to go into the side of him again because he lost control of the car. We're on lap 1, this is on board with Lil Yam. We've got Keith ahead of us. So there he is going around there, then we see a little gap, we go for it, and contact is made. Keith goes off, and then as he comes back on, bang, hits us. Then we hit the Autosport sign and then carry on. Here's a replay of that incident now on board with Keith. So we look in his mirror here, look in the mirror, in the left mirror, see Lil Yam there, and then bang, contact. And when we get out of control, then bang again, and then place seat, Lil goes everywhere. Lil hits the Autosport one, and Lil keeps on going. And let's all calm down after this hectic first lap. So let's look as everyone comes out of the last corner from this very distant camera. It's a very hazy day here at Red Bull Ring. Bidster in the lead from Neil. Footman. Then Cyrex in a new guy in 4th place. So Cyrex in 4th. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So Cyrex. Stevie in 5th. Blakeney doing well in 6th. Blakeney and Bidster, teammates for this year. Team White. You'll see Bidster here in a minute. And the car catches up with the car. There we go. There's Team White Bidster with Blakeney as well. Let's look back into the hairpin, see if we can see this. Camera's very weird. Do apologise for the weird camera angle. As that's TY with his teammate Lil Yam in front of him. The two Team Red. There they are. Two Team Red this season. We've got Keith behind there in Team Black with Neil, the other Team Black. There he is. So Cyrex just in his own colours. He's not part of a team. He's running independent this season. A few of the cars running independent as they show up. As we go around as well, Footman also independent. As we look a bit further behind, let's have a look a bit further back. There's TY. Still pursuing his teammate Lil Yam. Flying Flapper recovering, don't think the car's to his liking, but he's getting on with it and getting on with the job. Just got to try and get used to the car. As we go around the last corner, so Flying Flapper there, so Team Blue at the back, Flying Flapper there, and Seek 1 there also, both Team Blue. As we go across the straight, and as we look here at Neil catching up with Bidster, and then there's Footman with Cyrex behind as well, so Cyrex not losing touch. As we go into the hairpin, Bidster still ahead of Neil, and here's a little train behind Sorry about the cameras again, ladies and gentlemen. That's just Project Cars for you. As we come into the hairpin, let's just get rid of this display just while we come into this corner so we can see what's happening. There's TY with... Oh, TY runs wide! Keith goes through with Flying Flapper behind as well, so Flying Flapper looking to take advantage also. As we come down towards the steep turn 3, the downhill braking. Not a lot of people are a fan of this corner down here because it is very hard to pass as Flapper goes ahead of TY. So Keith runs a bit wide there. Oh no, Yam spun as well, so we get a replay on that. Here's a replay of what happened to Lil Yam on lap 3. Goes into the corner way too deep, too hot, tries to recover it, and then round she goes. And then Keith, bang, straight into him, had nowhere to go. And then Lil Yam onto the gravel, trying to rejoin. So there's Lil Yam rejoining in last place now. Seek up to 11th now, as we watch the others fight ahead. So it's TY battling with Keith ahead. Flying Flapper's made a break for it. Let's have a look here. We've got Blakeney and Jamo. Blakeney with a new lease of life in Team White. I'm getting some mentoring from Bidster, and it's working. Into the last corner and ahead, as we've got a little battle up here between Cyrex and that's Footman and Neil. So Neil's dropped off Bidster. So Neil must have made a mistake somewhere. Neil's dropped off Bidster. Bidster's ahead. So Footman catching up to Neil now. Let's have a look into this hairpin up here. Let's see who closes up to who as we go into the hairpin. Everyone through there. Oh, Neil, Footman gets too much of the curve and goes round. Footman's gone round. And here come the others, so he's got to be careful where he turns round. There's Jamo and Blakeney coming through, 6th and 7th. Has Footman got going? Yes, he has. We can't see him, but there he is. There he's rejoined there. So Jamo follows suit in with Blakeney in tow. Flying Flapper's catching up as well, so don't rule out Flying Flapper just yet. Let's have a little look back here. TY and I think that's Seek battling it out for 10th place. And Seek very deep into the corner. Just keeps holding the back end because of the hazy track conditions, and this is at 8 o'clock in the morning race. The track temperature is very low indeed, so the tyres are struggling to get up to temperature. I should also mention a few championship rules is that we are running default setups this season, so everyone runs the same setup on the car. There is no fiddling around with setups. Everyone just gets in the same car and bolts round. There's no fuel on as well, because for some reason Project Cars 2 likes to put different fuel levels in when people run default, so we've ruled that out to make it even. As we watch Neil go through with Cyrex behind. Closing up. I thought I saw a little twitch there from Neil's car, but it's okay. As we go into the first corner, there's the Team Yellow. Sorry, Team Green, let me get that right. Team Green, Stevie and Jamo. Just got caught out because it had yellow on the car, but no, Team Green, Stevie and Jamo. Coming up towards the hairpin, keeping each other honest. Into the hairpin we go. Stevie runs a bit deep, but I think he gets away with it. Jamo might have a little sneaky look here. If he can, we'll just keep with this. But no, I think Jamo ran a bit wide as well, so nothing changed there. As behind we have Blakeney with Flapper closing up behind him also. So that's another one to watch. But yeah, some rules for the championship. Yeah, default setups are on. And oh God! Blakeney up! Footman's gone round again! Footman goes round again, almost takes Flying Flapper out as he does so we'll get a replay on that as well. Here's a replay of what happened to Footman on lap 5 this time for the second spin. Into the corner, way too fast, too deep, rear end just says no, and then just spins round. Then as he rejoins, waits for a gap, waits them go through, and then Flapper goes off and then rejoins anyway. As we rejoin, there's Seek 1. Coming round this long corner here, so he's hoping to get the braking right into the corner. Beautifully done. As there's Neil Farmack still under pressure from Cyrex. Cyrex, newcomer, got some good pace. Right behind Neil now. As we look let's have a look a bit further back. Let's see. Here's Seek 1 on the back of Keith now, looking for a way through. I know the camera zooms in quite a lot. There we go. I have no control over the cameras. I just choose who to switch between. So these are just the trackside ones. go down the straight. So look and see if we've got any other battles happening on track. All a little bit more strung out now. There's Footman after making a few mistakes, so he's not having the best of race. Also, I should mention also the top two. So at the minute it would be Bidster and Neil. Bidster and Neil would have to start from the back in the next race because the top two automatically get put to the back for the next race. So it's like a reverse grid thing, sort of thing. But just first and second have to start at the back for the next race just to try and juggle the order a bit. So that's one other thing that happens in this championship. Bidster, look at them sliding that car around. Good car control, and here comes Neil as well. Nice and smooth from Mr. Farmack. Through that corner there, just nicely controlled. A bit wide though, so Cyrex is going to be closing up if he keeps going wide like that. So we'll have to watch out, Neil, because you've got Cyrex about half a second off you now. So one more mistake and Cyrex will be through into second. You don't want that. Cyrex runs a bit wide in the process as we watch here Footman with Flying Flapper close behind as well, keeping him company. So yeah, everyone in default setup, everyone just has to adapt to the car. This is what we call a fixed weekend, this one. So it's going to be the Red Bull Ring and the Lamborghini Super Trofeo for three races. Next week is going to be a car class of whatever gets chosen, but the track variation will change. The track will change. So that's the variety part of the season. So the track will change, the car class will remain. So it won't be Super Trofeos next week, it'll be something else. And it will be just trying to get the right words there, yeah. It will be the track that changes as we get Footman with Flying Flapper all over the back of him now. So Flying Flapper is nemesis all the way up the back of him. Oh, Footman goes round under the pressure. Back end goes round. Keith goes through, says thank you very much, I'll take that. And Seat 1 says merci beaucoup, I will take ninth. So Footman not doing himself any favours, just losing the back end again of that Lamborghini and down into 10th place. So unlucky there. TY and Lilian for Team Red not having a good first race at the back of the pack. Let's hope their season picks up. As Keith is now in 8th place, just shows what you can do when you pick up places. Seek in 9th place now, under threat from Footman, so Footman's got going again, and he's trying to pass Seek now, keeping him under pressure. Meanwhile, Bidster up front's got a 4-second lead now. So into the long left-hander there goes Seek with Footman behind, just got to keep that back end under control. It's a nice car to drive, this Lamborghini Huracan Super Trofeo, lovely car. Just got to try and keep that back end in check with the cold track temperatures, but as long as you're quick on the reactions, you should be able to drive it fine. As everyone comes through the last corner now, there comes Seat 1 through the last corner, and Footman, and this really weird camera, I don't know why it goes back to this camera, because you can't see anything unless you do that and get rid of everything there, but we have to keep that stuff on in order to change the camera around. So Project Cars 2, please sort out your replays. As Footman goes up the inside of Seat 1 into the first corner, will Footman go too wide? Yes he does, and Seat 1 just comes back past him there. So Footman just running a bit too far wide out the corner, just getting a bit too carried away under the brakes. Seat 1 says thank you very much, I'll take that back, but now he's got to defend into the hairpin. This is where Footman crashed last time. You've got to be careful, Footman. Careful. Watch that back end. Will it go round again? No, he gets it all wrapped up this time properly and gets out the corner with good traction as well. So let's see if he can get near to Seek this next time round. So remember, Footman is independent in this. Oh, into the corner, and I've just checked my sheet, and Footman's gone round. I was just going to check my sheet, and yes, Footman is part of Team Yellow. I do apologise for that misled information before. I've just looked down at my laptop, and yes, he is on Team Yellow, just that Jay Hewson is not here, unfortunately. So I do apologise for that, folks. My bad. As we get Neil Farmack now with Cyrex up behind him. I can definitely tell you Cyrex is independent because I know that because I'm looking at the laptop now. So Cyrex is independent along with Neil with Team Black. So Team Black not looking as though they're going to keep that second place because Cyrex is all over the back of him now. Just got to keep the pressure up. Neil's just got to absorb it all as you come into the hairpin. Cyrex on the brakes, closes up slightly. Neil Farmack is clean as ever, nice and clean out the hairpin. So it looks like he might actually hold on to this. It was on lap 9 of 10. So remember, this is 3 10-lap races, so 3 sprint races. So just to try and get more racing in on each night. So just for this season, 3 races at each round. So we'll have 2 more races to bring you after this. of this Red Bull Ring and the Lamborghini Super Trofeo. The next race will be a bit later into the day, so track temperatures will be up. It'll be roughly midday, so track temperatures up and everything else okay. So let's have a little bit further back. Oh, Jamo and Stevie are off. Don't know what happened there, but Stevie's gone round. Blaze Blakeney going through. There's Stevie rejoining. So what's the contact between the two teammates? So we'll get a replay. Here's a replay of what happened between the two Team Green teammates. Into the hairpin, Stevie loses the back end, and then Jamo tries to avoid him. A little bit of contact's made, but they both get going. Jamo saying, come on Stevie, get on with it. And then as we're going down towards the next corner now, Stevie in front just. Moving just to defend slightly, and then onto the brakes and just goes too deep, and then onto the gravel, and just as he gets the power back on, it just goes round on him. Oh, and Blakeney so close, so lucky to avoid him there. And after watching those two teammates battle each other, we watch Seek 1 coming through in 9th place, Footman 10th, so Footman's still not gaining any ground. Lil Yam and TY unfortunately at the back for Team Red, so they unfortunately back there. So Bidster in the lead for Team White, doing a good job in this first race. Just using a bit of curb there as he comes out the corner. Neil using a bit. Oh, Neil and Cyrex in the background doing the same thing. So everyone a little bit more spread out now as we come on to this last lap of the race. Bidster up to the hairpin, on the brakes, nicely into the corner. Back end steps out a little bit, but well under control. Let's have a little look further back. Here's Neil when the camera decides to wake up. There he goes. And there with Cyrex behind, so Cyrex still applying the pressure, put my teeth in on this last lap as we watch Footman come across the line. Let's see if there's anyone else that's close. Blakeney and Stevie are quite close up towards the Stevie flashing his light saying, I'm going to get you, I'm going to get you. Blakeney saying, no you're not, I want to try and keep this position for all I'm worth for Team White. As they come out the hairpin, Stevie trying to just put the pressure on a bit. He's not close enough to make a move yet, still flashing his lights. Meanwhile, Bidster there coming out of the coming out of the third to last corner up to the second to last corner now. Bidster looks like he's going to win this. Let's just quickly look back at Stevie and Blakeney. They're still together, but no cigar yet for Stevie. As Bidster flashes his lights already, he's happy. Coming out of the last corner. As we just get rid of this for a moment as we watch Bidster come across the line, flashes his lights, he's a happy man. Good points there for Bidster, well done. First place, Neil Farmack second, Cyrex in third, so Bidster and Neil will start at the back for the next race. Jamo here in 4th place, he will be 4th. Blakeney and Stevie still battling it out to the line. Stevie's having a look into the last corner, he's having a lunge. Blakeney closes the door and bang! Contact! And Stevie goes round as well. Stevie's gone round as well, we'll get some replays on that, and Stevie's gone right round. So here we are on board with Stevie on the last lap, so Blakeney moves across to defend and changes his line. Stevie sees a gap up the inside, goes for it, and the Blakeney's coming across and across. Contact's made, both cars spin round, there's Blakeney going through, and then we've gone round on us. Whoa! Flapper's so close to hitting us there, and as we rejoin, see Keith in the right mirror. There he goes up the inside, there goes Keith, and then Stevie finishes in 8th place. So he's lost places, Flying Flapper's coming through, Keith's going to go through as well in the last corner. Oh, it's going to be close. So there goes Blakeney across the line with Flapper behind, and then Keith and Stevie. Keith just keeps Stevie off to be 7th and 8th, Seek 9th. Liliam's going to be 10th. Footman's made another mistake on the last lap. There he is in the background. There's Liliam coming through the red one. There's Footman in the yellow one, and TY unfortunately in last place. So there's your winner, Bidster, and we'll see you for the next one, guys. Take care.